21-year-old Axel Acosta from Tieton, Washington, was among those killed at Travis Scott's concert in Houston on Friday. The 7 other victims range in age from 14 to 27 years old. Now, an attorney representing Acosta's family says he was a student at Western Washington University in Bellingham. His attorney said he died as a result of compressive asphyxiation, which was basically caused by the weight of bodies on top of him, making it impossible for Acosta to breathe. Today, his lawyer announced they will be joining a lawsuit against the festival.
He was a great kid, excellent student. He was looking for his family. We're trying to make things change in this type of events. Because today is me. I lost my son. It could be you.
After the press conference, Acosta's father went to visit the memorial outside of NRG Park. A mariachi band performed to honor the victims.
Ahorita nada más quise venir a despedir a mi hijo aquí en su último, en donde estuvo por última vez.
That family has now filed a lawsuit against the event promoter and organizer, Live Nation and Travis Scott, saying they both have histories of creating unsafe events.
Stories from concert goers continue to surface, but there is a lot of rumors still surrounding that night. So what do we know for a fact, rather? Our sister station in Houston breaks down the timeline of what happened that day.
Astroworld tickets sold out quickly back in May. Thousands waited 6 months for the concert, and November 5th, it was finally here. The festival started at 2 p.m. Gates opened an hour earlier. And in the beginning, there was already chaos. Dozens pushed through the gates and many were trampled on in the rush. From then on, all of these videos are from the same person's phone they show. At 4:45, rapper Don Toliver was on stage. At 5:35, rapper Roddy Ricch was performing. At 6:41, crowds were waiting for Lil Baby. And in the darkness, at 9:02, Travis Scott comes on stage. At 9:22, a typical concert and all of the energy it brings, but within the next 16 minutes, something happened. At 9:38, video shows people are stopped, many concerned, looking down while the concert continues in the background. 3 minutes later, a security officer is on his radio, and 1 minute later, dozens of hands are in the air signaling for help. And within the next 10 minutes, this video at 9:53 shows people were on the ground, others giving them CPR, and a minute after that, surprise guest Drake is on stage, where he performs with Travis Scott for the next several minutes while people on the ground are waiting for help. At 10:05, you can see a Houston police officer is helping the group. The crowd remains at a standstill in this section, and at 10:08, stretchers arrive, nearly 30 minutes after those initial concertgoers were trying to flag down for help. The mayor says reports were made known that people were being injured at around 9:30 and says the concert was shut down at 10:10. This video shows Travis Scott's final song was being performed at 10:09.
Well, this is still a developing story. If you'd like the latest updates about what we know about the victims or how the event unfolded, just text us the word ASTRO to 509-448-2000 and we'll send that information directly to your phone.
Also breaking right now, an update on that breaking news we brought you earlier. Look at that. All lanes of westbound I-90 are clear after a multi-vehicle crash earlier this evening. Spokane Valley Fire Chief Brian Collins tweeted out this picture from the scene. He also said on Twitter one person has been taken to the hospital.
He tweeted a message with that picture saying, "Please slow down and give crews a lane to work." He added to pay attention to the road and refrain from taking pictures or video. This was just west of the Pines interchange in Spokane Valley.
Well, we are learning more tonight about a local teen's alleged plans to bomb his school. Newly released court documents show the 16-year-old Medical Lake High School student planned to place bombs throughout the campus.
Authorities learned about the plan after another student reported concerning social media posts. KREM 2's Amanda Rowley is live in the newsroom tonight with more on the alleged plot and the arrest. Amanda?
Mark and Whitney, Spokane County court records say the student taught himself how to make bombs through searches on his phone and a school-issued laptop. Now, court documents also reveal the student's mother was aware he was making something, but did not realize it was bombs.
A Medical Lake student alerted the school resource officer about the bomb threat after seeing it on social media. The school resource officer's investigation led to interviewing the 16-year-old suspect and his parents at school last week. The student admitted to making pipe bombs, but did not have an exact date in mind. The student told the deputy he planned to come to school early and place 1 bomb in the library, 2 in the cafeteria, and 3 more scattered throughout the school. Court documents say he planned to set them off during lunch. Court records include Snapchat messages investigators believe the 16-year-old suspect sent about his plans. In one message, the suspect says he would test the bomb out at school, even explaining how to make thermite explosive. In another set of messages, the suspect wrote there are a lot of people he doesn't like and who treat him like he's annoying. The school resource officer asked the suspect to write a letter about how he made the bomb and where he got his supplies. But that's not all. The student also told the deputy on the Thursday before Halloween, the student had a bomb in his backpack on his way to school. He claims he walked the access trail of Medical Lake and threw the bomb in the water to get rid of it. The suspect remains in Spokane County Juvenile Detention Center as detectives continue investigating the bomb threat.
Now, we asked the Medical Lake School District what communication it sent out to parents about the bomb threat. We are still waiting for a response. Reporting in the newsroom, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
Amanda, thank you very much. In other news, a University High School student who allegedly threatened to kill another student faced a judge today.
That threat resulted in classes actually being canceled at the high school on Friday. Today, a judge set Adam McCarty's bond at $50,000 for felony threats to kill charges. And according to court documents, McCarty walked into class and yelled that he was going to kill another student. Documents also state McCarty had sent threats, including a photo of him holding guns to the same student. During the hearing, Commissioner John Stein said this threat was more severe than ones he's seen in the past.
I don't know anything about you. I don't know what you're capable of. All I know is that I've seen a lot of threats from students to other students, and this one is a lot more egregious than what I usually see, given you apparently walked into class in front of a whole classroom of people and repeated the threat, so you find that you are at risk to be out in the community.
In addition to the $50,000 bond, the suspect also cannot step foot on the University High School campus. He also must not have contact with people he specifically threatened as part of this case.
The ATF agent who was shot on Friday in West Spokane has been released from the hospital, we're told, with non-life-threatening injuries. That shooting happened Friday evening at the Motel 6 in the Sunset Hill neighborhood. The FBI and Spokane police are still actively searching for 2 suspects who were also involved in that shootout. They do consider them to be armed and dangerous. The condition of the suspect who was also shot that night has not been released.
All right, let's talk weather now. It ended up being a beautiful day across the region, but now we are tracking the possibility of some snow.
All right, let's bring in meteorologist Thomas Patrick for everything we need to know. Hi, Thomas.
Hey there, and here's the thing, is that even here at 6 o'clock at night, we can tell that the temperatures are falling fast, and that is going to set up when the precipitation hits us by tomorrow morning, that we could see some snowflakes try to mix in to the rainfall that otherwise will be on the way. Here's that storm system, moisture packed just off the coast. It's really going to slam more into Oregon than Washington, but there's plenty of moisture to go around the Pacific Northwest. Here are the current temperatures, already 36 in Sandpoint and Coeur d'Alene, 37 in Deer Park. It's fallen to 41 in Spokane. That's down 6 degrees in just the last 2 hours. So our temperatures are going to fall fast into the 30s, but once the cloud cover gets overhead, then they'll stabilize mainly in the mid-30s by the time we get to tomorrow morning. Our models only show rain at about 5 o'clock, but that's around the temperature where we could see a few snowflakes try to mix into the storm system, which is arriving in earnest first thing tomorrow morning. So coming up, I'll show you all the area cities that could expect not just a wintry mix, but perhaps some light accumulations by tomorrow morning, and all the other storm systems that we are expecting through the course of this week.
Sounds great, Thomas. Thank you very much. Well, some great news for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson has been cleared to play against the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. The surgeon who performed the operation 4 weeks ago says number 3 can go full tilt. It's an extraordinarily fast recovery from that fractured, dislocation, and ruptured tendon in his right middle finger. The Hawks went 1-2 without Russell Wilson. This weekend, the Seahawks are facing off against the Green Bay Packers. NFL media reports that their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, is on track to play, but we won't know for sure until Saturday when he finishes his 10-day quarantine for unvaccinated players. You can watch that game this Sunday on KREM 2 at 1:25 p.m. All right, coming up after the break tonight, our first story in KREM 2's Boomtown Week, where we explore the explosive growth in our area and the impact of all that growth.
So our first story follows a Coeur d'Alene native and her boyfriend as they traveled across the country to find an affordable home.
It was kind of frustrating. I felt like there was just nothing for people like us. There was no options anymore. It was just kind of hard to watch.
Coming up after the break, we'll have the full story of just how far they went to find a place to call home.